The Sunday school lesson for November 2nd, 2025 is Jeremiah's Rescue. Jeremiah chapter 38, verses 7 through 13. Welcome, viewers and subscribers, to my channel, The Backstory and More. I am Audrey. If you are interested in knowing what happens before each Sunday school lesson, you are at the right place, because I will share the backstory, read the lesson text, and offer a brief lesson summary. The backstory takes us to Jeremiah chapter 38, verses 1 through 6. And this is what Jeremiah had to say to the people. This is what the Lord says: "Whoever stays in this city will die by the sword, famine, or plague. But whoever goes over to the Babylonians will live. They will escape with their lives. They will live. And this is what the Lord says: this city will certainly be given into the hands of the army of the king of Babylon, who will capture it." Then the officials said to the king, "This man," meaning Jeremiah, "should be put to death. He is discouraging the soldiers who are left in this city, as well as all the people, by the things he is saying to them. This man," meaning Jeremiah, "is not seeking the good of these people, but their ruin." "He is in your hands," King Zedekiah answered. "The king can do nothing to oppose you." Jeremiah was already a prisoner. The officials had falsely accused him of trying to desert to the enemy and had thrown him in jail. The king had ordered him released from his cell, but he was still held in the court of the prison. As the officials asked each other how they could silence Jeremiah without killing him, they saw an answer right there in the prison yard: a deep hole in the ground. So they took Jeremiah and put him into the cistern of Malchiah, the king's son, which was in the courtyard of the guard. They lowered Jeremiah by ropes into the cistern. It had no water in it, only mud, and Jeremiah sank down into the mud. The backstory ends here, and our lesson continues with the next slide. Verses 7 through 9. But Abimelech, a Cushite, an official in the royal palace, heard that they had put Jeremiah into the cistern. While the king was sitting in the Benjamin gate, Abimelech went out of the palace and said to him, "My lord the king, these men have acted wickedly in all they have done to Jeremiah the prophet. They have thrown him into a cistern where he will starve to death when there is no longer any bread in the city." Verses 10 through 11. Then the king commanded Abimelech the Cushite, "Take 30 men from here with you and lift Jeremiah the prophet out of the cistern before he dies." So Abimelech took the men with him and went to a room under the treasury in the palace. He took some old rags and worn out clothes from there and let them down with ropes to Jeremiah in the cistern. Verses 12 through 13. Abimelech the Cushite said to Jeremiah, "Put these old rags and worn out clothes under your arms to pad the ropes." Jeremiah did so, and they pulled him up with the ropes and lifted him out of the cistern. And Jeremiah remained in the courtyard of the guard. A brief summary. The text introduces Ebed-melech, an Ethiopian eunuch in the king's palace. This detail is significant as it highlights his status as both a foreigner and a court official emphasizing the unexpected nature of God's chosen deliverer. While the king sat at the Benjamin gate, Ebed-melech learned of Jeremiah's plight, placing this event in the context of official court business and public administration. Ebed-melech demonstrated exceptional bravery by leaving the palace to speak directly to the king. His courageous act challenged the decisions of powerful officials who had persuaded the king to imprison Jeremiah, making his intervention all the more remarkable. Ebed-melech presented three pivotal arguments to the king. He revealed the immorality of the officials' actions, underscored the life-threatening situation that Jeremiah faced, and stressed the urgency of the matter by highlighting the imminent danger of death by starvation. His reference to the lack of bread in the city serves as a stark reminder of the dire conditions during the siege. King Zedekiah embodied both urgency and compassion when he commanded Ebed-melech to gather 30 men to rescue Jeremiah from the depths of the cistern. This choice emphasizes the significance of the mission and the strength required to confront any potential resistance from those who had imprisoned Jeremiah. It is a powerful reminder that God can work through established authority to fulfill his divine purpose even in life's most challenging and dire moments. In the events later, we find that Ebed-melech showcased remarkable practicality and wisdom as he executed the rescue. His decision to access the palace wardrobe beneath the treasury demonstrated his resourcefulness and genuine concern for Jeremiah's well-being. By gathering old rags and worn out clothing, Ebed-melech exemplifies that genuine compassion is expressed through thoughtful, deliberate action. This focus on the details illustrates that real kindness is not solely rooted in good intentions. It also lies in our willingness to take meaningful actions for the benefit of others, ensuring that our compassion has a tangible impact on those in need. The author offers a powerful glimpse into the rescue operation, highlighting Ebed-melech's deep empathy as he told Jeremiah to put rags under armpits to soften the ropes. This thoughtful action reveals a deep sensitivity to the prophet's physical and emotional state in the cistern. True compassion shines through in attention to even the smallest details, preserving individuals' dignity and comfort in their time of need. Also, the rescue narrative to a triumph conclusion with Jeremiah's extractions from the cistern. However, the fact that the prophet remained in the court of the guard serves as a meaningful reminder that although he was saved from immediate danger, he still faced limitations. This highlights a powerful truth. God's deliverance gives strength and hope, but does not always equate to total freedom from all constraints. Instead, it often signifies a preservation for his greater purposes. Thank you so very much for listening. Stay safe and may God bless.